I was 20 and I wanted to be grown, so I moved to apartments in Brooklyn Park, and it was a little bit of nothing to get in, and it was like, yep, you can get in, and they even put my boyfriend on a lease, so we're like, we can live here, we can do this. And so I was working full time and holding my end of the bargain. He wasn't holding his end of the bargain. I just didn't feel safe anymore, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't know where to go. And so I ran.
The mission of Volunteer Lawyers Network is to use the resources of the private bar to protect and enforce the rights of low-income Minnesotans. I think one of the most important things people need to know about evictions is an eviction is on your record the moment it is filed. It doesn't matter how the case ultimately ends. The moment that landlord files the eviction, that tenant has a mark on their record that's going to make it extremely difficult for them to find housing. And then if you look at it in terms of the low-income rental market right now, which is extremely tight, having a barrier like that makes it almost impossible for someone in the low-income housing market to find a place. So the removal of a barrier like that really does make housing available to people that otherwise would not be.
Being able to address the barrier of eviction through this amazing partnership with lawyers who really want to help, and the infrastructure that VLN provides to this is making that possible for us, and is making our mission sort of come to life in a really tangible and real way for folks who are experiencing homelessness or who are exiting out of it.
But I didn't know that, rental history was that important. I didn't know that, I didn't know that. So, I just felt alone. I just felt lost and just hopeless. It was just slumlords, it just was shelters. It was just horrible. And that's when I called, I think it was like United Way, and they told me about Volunteers Network, and they said that, call this number, they could help.
The average eviction, the amount is $2,000 or less. And I think about the cost to society in moving people and housing people is so much greater than that just $2,000 cost. And I think we disproportionately see evictions affecting women of color and their families, and that's just how the economics play out.
It means the world to these clients, and everything. Of the 4 different clients I've met through this particular project, and they've had such compelling stories, and they've been so thankful for what ultimately was just a teeny tiny bit of my time, but it meant so much to them. And I think that's important to remember, because we're all busy, but a little bit of time can just make a huge difference in someone else's life.
My daughter, she just gives me the ability to, give her something that I didn't have. Having my own home is really for her to wake up, for her to feel love, for her to, get the foods that she needs, for her to watch her cartoons and just be a regular child. And so that, homelessness is not something that she has to face, because you wouldn't want your child to ever be homeless. Home is a place that you can go to escape. Life is hard, and I didn't have that escape because I'd have to go stay with other people, or I was in, a place where there's a bunch of people. So home is somewhere where I can go and really reflect on myself. I can pray, I can, sleep. It's a possession. It's something that I have, that I know that I can go in and be comfortable until I'm ready to come out again. When I want to escape, I can go there. So that's what a home is for me.